Hello and welcome back to this channel. So in today's tutorial, we're going to try and create the illustration that you see on screen using the symmetry tool in Procreate. But we're going to mix and match and try to use different symmetry tools for different elements so that it gives this unique illustrated look. So let's just get started. Before you start this tutorial, make sure to download the color swatch and the sketches if you want from the link provided in the description box. Go to your Procreate and click on plus sign, and we're going to use the default square for our illustration. Okay, so I have my color palette here. We're going to be using this color palette. It's called as snake. Oops, let me just delete it. And for sketch, you don't really need the sketch. I don't draw with the sketch, but if you are not comfortable enough to do it on your own, you can always bring in the sketch. So you can just go to your wrench tool here and click on add and click on insert a photo. So now you can see I've provided 3 different sketches. That's because they are different layers. So what you can do is once you have this ready, you can just click on this, and I'm just going to go ahead and bring in others as well. Please make sure you don't modify things like increase or decrease the overall image. If it sits like this, that's how it's going to be, and click on like this. Okay, so we're going to first start off with the snake. I'm just going to uncheck these two, click on N, and you can reduce the opacity here to as low as you want. Now let's go ahead and click on new layer. I'm just going to go to my snake layer and click on new layer, and we're going to select this bright red that we have here. And then we'll go to our wrench tool again, go to canvas, click on drawing guide and click on edit drawing guide. Here we'll go to symmetry, click on your options and make sure you give vertical symmetry, and there should be no rotational symmetry right here. And let's click on done. You can also adjust this bar here to choose the color of your guide and click on done. So now we are going to go ahead and draw this snake, and for this brush I have chosen something called a syrup. You can find it under inking. You can choose any brush, even monoline is good for this tutorial, and I've kept the brush size at about 7%. And let's go ahead and do this. So you just have to draw on one side and it's going to repeat on the other. It's much easier when you have a sketch like this. You can always use your 2-finger tap to undo this. Once you have this ready, just click and drag and drop this here like this. And now we're going to make white marks or markings on the snake. So go ahead and click on new layer. Let's go ahead and click on clipping mask. Go to your white, and we're going to go ahead first make eyes here. And then we're going to do something like this. Oops, but we didn't turn on the clipping mask, so it's not duplicating over here. So let me undo that. Click on drawing assist. Draw this. You can increase the brush size. Don't worry that the background is white, so it's gonna, you can't see anything, because we're gonna go change the background in the end. And in here, we're just gonna do some lines. Okay, so our snake layer is done. We can go ahead and uncheck the sketch layer. And now let's check on this layer here. I'm going to uncheck the snake layer as well, because I don't want any distraction from what I'm trying to draw. So I'll just click on this, click on a new layer, and make sure you reduce the opacity to as low as you want. But before that, we should go ahead and click on drawing assist, but we need to change the assist. So go to your settings and go to edit drawing guide, options, and in here turn on radial symmetry, and let's click on done. And now make sure your brush setting is set back to about 7%. And the color we're going to choose is this dark blue color right here that we have. Let's go ahead and draw this like this. And next, let's go ahead and click on alpha lock, and we're going to choose this yellow. And then we're going to go ahead and make something like this. Since it's alpha log, these lines won't go out of the leaf, so you can happily draw them. Okay, once you're done with this, now it's time to go ahead and do the next set of leaves. So plus on this, and I'm going to go ahead and bring it below the dark leaf. And then let's go ahead and choose our dark blue here. And we're going to go ahead and make sure we turn the drawing assist on. And then we can go ahead and do this. Again, let's turn on the alpha lock. Go to the lighter blue, and we're going to make something like this. I've tried to keep this illustration very simple. You could do even something like this. It'll give a very unique look to it as well. But it's up to you. Do whatever you want. All right. So once that's ready, let's click on one more layer and let's click on Drawing Assist. And we're going to go ahead and take this darker blue and draw in these things. You don't have to do that. You can just draw a circle and fill it in. So now it's time to draw some flowers. So let's go ahead and uncheck this leaf layer. And you can just go ahead and start making flowers, like you have an idea of where things are and stuff like that. But otherwise, I think I forgot to get in one of the flowers sketch. So I'm just going to go ahead and make sure I bring that in. Oops. Okay, and let's decrease this. And this is going to be above the leaves layer, and press on new layer, drawing assist. This is going to be rotational symmetry as well. And we're going to go ahead and check on this lighter yellow or Naples yellow kind of thing and make this flower. You see, I'm not sticking to the sketch because you don't really have to. And now let's select this really dark blue. As you can see, if you click and hold, it selects that color. And I'm going to make a big round circle here and try to color it in. Okay, and now we're going to make one right in the center. So for that, you need this layer. I'm just going to uncheck this sketch layer. And in here, make it low. Press one more. And let's select this layer again. And now let's make a nice leaf over here, or flower over here. Let's color this. That's good. Okay, let's go ahead and bring in our snake as well. And our illustration is almost ready now, but let's go ahead and change the background. I'm going to click on the background color. And for background, we're going to give this bright yellow color, which looks very good, by the way. And now we're going to make some additional things on the artboard. So let's go ahead and pick some white. And I'm going to go to the snake layer first and make sure I give my snakes a cute tongue. Oh, as you can see, the rotational symmetry is on. So we need to go change that. But before that, let's work on all the rotational symmetries first, and then we can go ahead and change it. So I'm just going to go ahead to this layer where we have all these dark things or the bubbles. So I'm just going to go ahead and make some things like this. All right. And next we can actually go ahead and make some dots here and there. We can do this on this particular layer. It's totally okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and make some white dots. I'm just randomly making this. So wherever you see some space, but don't overfill it with white dots because we need to create other things as well. So I'm just going to click and hold and select the blue, dark blue color and make some over here. Okay, and I'll select the lighter blue. You can move it like this. Okay, now let's go ahead and select this darker blue here, and let's make some. So that looks good as well. Now let's go to the snake layer and let's go and edit the drawing assist options. Then here remove the symmetry, click on done, go ahead and check white, and let's make a little tongue. Oops. Now it's time to go ahead and add any extra things if you want. You can't do that here. So we can go back to this and rotational symmetry. Okay, and then you can do this. So yeah, that's pretty simple. And once you're ready with everything, you can click on this wrench right here, click on share and click on PNG if you want to export it as a PNG or JPEG. So yeah, that brings us to the end of this tiny tutorial on how to make this illustration in Procreate using the symmetry tools. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and let me know what you'd like to see more on this channel, if it's Procreate or Fresco or Illustrator videos. And share it with me if you do make these illustration. I'm on Instagram as Print Me Some Color, the same as this YouTube channel name. Okay, I guess I'll see you in the next video then. Bye-bye.